Hello and welcome to another information literacy tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to look at NoodleTools. NoodleTools is a service that helps you with citations for MLA, APA, and Chicago Turabian. We're going to learn how to create an account, create a project, and create sources on that project. To go to NoodleTools, we're going to go to the database A to Z list and use the fast key to get to N. So NoodleTools is right here, and we're going to use the second one for sign up. Once here, you do not have an account yet, so you're going to have to create one. So we're going to use the register. You're going to be a student. If you are a teacher, then please select that. Your expected year of graduation, and then fill out all the other information and click register. Once you've done that, you'll be able to sign in. I'm going to go back because I already have an account, and I'm going to sign in. So this is going to come to my home page where my project's resigned. I'm going to have a new project. You probably don't have any projects yet because you just created an account. So you'll select new project. You're going to title your project. So in this case, we're going to do a project on autism. I'm going to be doing this in APA, and I'm going to choose advanced. You're a college student, so please always choose advanced. Hit submit. So once you've created a project, then it should take you to your dashboard for that project. So dashboard. So here's your dashboard. You can put in your research question, your thesis or your claim, or what it is that you're trying to prove. And then you can actually link it to your Google Docs if you'd like. You do not have to, however. Some people get confused and think you have to use this, but you don't. It's just a nice tool or option for you. Then there's the public view, so you can turn this on so everybody can see it, or you can share this with whomever you want, like your professor, or you can share it with a project and add additional students if you'd like. I find this really great for group projects because you can add everybody in your group and everybody puts their sources in one place, so that way creating your bibliography for the end of your project is very simple. Now, the real power behind this is the sources. So for the sources, this allows you to stick in different citations that you're going to use throughout your project. So we're going to create a new citation, and it's going to ask, where did you find it? So if you found it in a database, select database, and then these are all the possible options of things you may have found within a database. I found a journal article, so I'm going to select journal. Now we're going to come back here to our home page, and we're going to find a journal article really quickly on autism. So we come here, it takes us to Encore, and I'm looking for a journal article, so I'm going to hit academic journals. And then because I'm working on this project and I'm just showing you, it doesn't matter which one I choose. So I'm going to select this, and it's going to open, and it's going to have all this information that I can utilize for my article. So I'm going to grab the DOI first because I know I'm going to use it. Copy. And now I'm going to come back to my tab that has NoodleTools. So DOI is the first item, so we're going to put that in there, and it comes up with it should have an HTTPS. So let's do that. Yes, doi.org. Then there's the URL. So that's this permalink right here. You don't want to use the one that's up here. You want to use the permalink because that will bring you back the correct way. So I'm going to put the URL in there, the name of the database, which can be found at the bottom. So this is from Academic One file. So we're going to copy this and stick it in. And then if it has an ascension number. If it did, it's right here. So we can copy that. Stick it in there. So article, now we have to start doing some of our other ones. So they want who the author is. In this case we have two, Emma Gowan and Antonia Hamilton. So we'll come here, first name was Emma Gowan. And then we have to add another contributor, and that was Antonia Hamilton. So then there's the article title, which is this one right here. And if it has an English translation, you can do that. And then the pages. So it's 22 pages and it starts on 323. So 323. And then if it doesn't have an end date, that's fine. Name of the journal that it is in is right here, the source. So copy. And then volume information is here. So it's volume 43, issue 2. So 43, issue 2. And its year is 2013. So 2013. So that is all you need to put in. If you have an end, you can figure it out. So it was 22 pages long, so it ends on 345. And then you can put in an annotation if you like. So if you're doing an annotated bibliography, you can add your annotation right here with little to no problem. And then you hit submit. So now you have your very first reference in here. It has a live page lookup because we put in the permalink, so that way you can get back there really easily. And one of the great things about this is that now you have in-text reference help. So if you were using this and there was a quote on page 326, then you stick that in there and it has this, and all you need to do is copy and paste it at the end of your sentence, which is a great tool and feature. It also has additional help for you on placement, sentence versus parentheses, and all sorts of other rules of citing for APA are right here for you. So that is one of the great features about this. For some people, they also really like the note card feature, where now that we have a source, we can actually create note cards that go along with that particular topic or source. You also have the ability here to create an outline for your paper and fit those note cards within your outline. So if you're someone who is really detailed, then this is a great way of setting up your paper for success. And then finally, if you did connect it to Google Docs, if you hit the paper, it'll connect to your Google Docs. Now I'm going to show you quickly how you actually do a short type of citation. So in here, in Encore, we have additional documents. So getting a grip, we're just going to use the second one here. So if I was to add an article here and you know that there's a cite button, instead of going through and copying and pasting, I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go back over to NoodleTools. I'm going to add a new citation, database, journal, and it's going to pop up for me. And one of the things you have right here is a quick cite at the top. Copy and paste a citation. So I'm going to copy and paste what I just copied on the other page. Publication date of source, you can put that. You can put in your URL. So just like we saw with the other one, if you want to get back to it quickly. Then we can add the permalink to this. Copy. Stick it here. You can put your annotation, then submit. Now you'll see that it says on the screen that this is a pre-formatted citation. So it's a little bit different. And when you come to options, if you do the in-text references, it's not going to give you the page numbers like it did for the one that you created. However, you can still obviously copy what you had done before, and it still has the rules for you, so that way you can figure it out. So the best thing about this, especially for group stuff, is this print export. So print export to Word. It's going to open in Word for you. And then once you enable editing, you'll see it's all set up for you just the way you need it to be. And I always recommend that you double check the ones that you didn't actually do yourself, so that way you can see that everything is put in correctly. So see how they asked us before about the HTML DOI? I would actually set this up and maybe like update this so that way it has the same for both articles. So that is the simple overview of NoodleTools. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please see us at the Maslin Library. But this is a great tool to be able to use with your groups from off campus, from anywhere. Just have a great day. Bye.